This Friday, we're going to get the live team of the season team, and as a result, loads of gold cards are going to go out of packs for a week, making a great investment. So, just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be covering the investments to go and make, because we're going to have gold cards going out of packs. Gold cards go out of packs when we go and get ourselves a special card, because of course you can't go and pack the gold card if there's special cards in packs. And as a result, what can happen is the gold card will get rarer and rarer and rarer, and because it gets rarer and rarer and rarer, it becomes more and more expensive, and, you know, as a result, there is some profit to be made. Now, the one thing I will say before we start covering players is not every single thing that goes out of packs rises. For example, what we can do is we can go and show you the current team of the week. Now, obviously, the current team of the week, these gold cards have all been out of packs for a whole week. So let's go and grab some random examples. We're going to go Foden, we're going to go Laporte, we're going to go Mancini, and we're going to go Del Castillo. Now, all of these have been out of packs for 7 days, because they've been out of packs since last Wednesday. Let's have a little look at how they've done. Di Castillo, how much has he risen in 7 days? I mean, he's gone from 350 coins to 600 coins. Nah. If we look at Mancini, he has gone from, in the 7 days of going out of packs, he's gone from 900 coins to 900 coins. So again, didn't rise, literally hasn't been in packs all week. We look at 84 Laporte, and we can see that 84 Laporte went out of packs on Wednesday. So before going out of packs was 3.3 and peaked up here at 4.8k on the Monday with the upgrade SBC. We can then head over to the likes of Phil Foden, and I imagine we'll see the exact same result right here. We can see he went from 3.7 and peaked up there at 5.8. So we can see that the players went out of packs, you know, some did well, some didn't do well. Why did these do well? Well, these did well because they're used in upgrade SBCs, whereas these didn't do well because they're just not really needed for anything. Yes, 83s are fodder, but at this point, there's so many 83s and arguably so many 84s, it's quite hard for them to rise. Which then means we're going to go onto this team. Now, a lot of these players aren't going to rise because they have no demand. You might luck out and have them going up for a generic SBC, but that's very rare. Meaning Robinson, Otamendi, Zaha, Gabriel Veiga, Hincape, Biai, Solobshai, McGinn, Loftus-Cheek, Bissek, Vansquez, Kudus, Havertz, Doku, Klaus are really just too low rated to be used. Now, we have the outside of Solobsky and Romero, and I'll be honest with you, unless they're going to be needed for marquee matchups, they're also not going to be a good buy because, again, 82 rate. If 83s didn't rise, there's no reason for 82s to rise. Which then leaves us with St. Maxim, because believe it or not, he has a small amount of weekly demand. We then have low-rated fodder, or very low-rated fodder, of both Rafinha and, you can't see the other one, and Moreno. And then we have slightly higher rated fodder of the last two, which aren't on your screen right now, which is Modric and Bruno Fernandes. Now, Rafinha and Moreno are quite interesting because we saw that this week, 84s have actually started to move off of discard, which basically means previously these weren't selling at 1.2k, right? But now, in the last 24 hours, they've risen. Now, what does this show me? This shows me that there could have been thousands and thousands of supply of 84s, which is why they sat at minimum. But all that supply has now been bought up to the point where they're rising. Now, I don't think 84s are going to do anything crazy between now and Friday, or Saturday even because of the upgrade SBCs, but potentially Saturday through to the following Thursday, we might see them do quite nicely. Now again, I'm not recommending buying any old 84s, we're going to look at buying up the 84s that are going out of packs. Now, if I go and load up Rafinha and Moreno, what you'll be able to see is the going rate of an 84 right now is about 1.3k. Well, Rafinha is already 500 coins more, and if we move to Moreno, he is already, is only like 100, 200 coins more. So Moreno we can see isn't very inflated, but Rafinha we can see is inflated. So as a result, you may be like, well, that means we're not going to go and buy them. Well, the nice thing is tomorrow we do get division rival supply. I'd be very surprised if the division rival supply doesn't bring Rafinha back down to about, well, he does normally sit a little bit higher than other 84s, but doesn't bring him back down to about 1.3, 1.4k, in which he'll be a nice investment. Likewise, we should see the same on PC. I'd also say that tomorrow we'll also go and see all the 84s should go back down to being 1.2k if they aren't already, and I'd also imagine Moreno will also go down to go back down to 1.2k. So Mirino, if I can load him up right now. Because right now Mirino is generally only sitting 100 coins more than other 84s, but he'll go back down to discard price of 84s, which again should be nice, and you're going to go and buy them a few hours after Division Rival Awards. You basically have everywhere from a few hours after Division Rival Awards all the way through to a few hours after marquee matchups, and then they should pick up on Friday, going into the hype of them going out of packs. Now regarding selling these cards, I would go and sell them next week, Wednesday, after 6 PM content. The reason for that is it's very rare that we get content on a Thursday that rises fodder. On top of that, we have Division Rival Awards that drops fodder. Now, of course, Mirino and Rafinha will actually be out of packs, but because the rest of the 84s drop, we do see a bit of panic selling in them. So what we do is we'd again go and buy them after Division Rival Awards tomorrow, and then we'll go and sell them on the Wednesday after 6 PM content. So kind of like 1 week equivalent of when you're watching this video. We now move to the more expensive fodder, more expensive investments, which is Bruno Fernandes. Now I don't think that this is going to give as good a return on investment. That's because 88s, fodder of this rating very rarely, in terms of like percentage rises, will rise higher than the low rated. Well, at the moment, fodder is quite inflated. Obviously, it got down to 12k, up to 17k. I don't think Bruno Fernandes is really above the going rate of 88s. Yeah, the going rate of 88s right now is 14.5k, and Bruno's about 14.5k. We can see once again, Thursday, a few hours after Division Rival Awards, is when 88s were the cheapest last week, and it's when 88s should be the cheapest this week. So I'd anticipate these to be around about 12-13k, which again, last week was 5 hours after Division Rival Awards, which again is when we'd look to go and buy Bruno Fernandes. And again, we see the same sort of trends happen here with Modric. We can see that Modric dropped nicely on the Thursday. Again, we expect the same sort of thing to happen this week, and rose nicely for the Icon SBC. So I don't think there'll really be much between Modric and Bruno in terms of who you want to invest in instead of the other. It'll be the exact same trend as well. You're going to go and sell them after 6 PM on the Wednesday. A nice thing about this as well, this is normally when the Icon SBC refreshes, and because the Icon SBC refreshes, it will favour some of those higher-end fodder. In between those two, again, we do have Saint Maxim, and it's really weird, but Saint Maxim does actually sit above discard price, which is very weird, because of course, you know, what, 7 months into the game, who's using Saint Maxim? Well, don't ask me, but he just doesn't always sit at discard, and because he doesn't always sit at discard, it just shows there is a slight more demand than, than him being discard price. Obviously, he's picked up recently because people know he's going to go out packs. I wouldn't personally buy him, but he's just another card. If any of the plebs, let's say, do rise, it would be Saint Maxim. I just don't think buying players who are weekly demanded is as efficient as buying the cheap players. So to wrap that up, we're looking at buying Modric, Bruno Fernandes, Mirino and Rafinha. We're going to go and buy them about 4 or 5 hours after Division Rival Awards, about midday 1 PM UK time, and then we're going to hold on to them for a whole week and sell them after 6 PM the following Wednesday. Now, there's a chance that they might not be in the major release on Friday, and if so, you'll have all the way through to Saturday to go and buy them, but I wouldn't go and panic sell them if they're not in the Friday major release, and instead they're in the minor release 24 hours. But that is going to wrap that up. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.